Wait, I need to change. I'll be right back. Okay, this is better. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hello. If you're returning, if you're new here, good golly, what a video to enter in on. If you're returning, welcome back. Thank you so much for sticking around. I really appreciate you. So, to be quite honest, I had a much more intellectual video planned for today in my content plan. But the month of September has been insane for you, girl. It was my birthday, and then at work it was crazy, and so at my full-time job it was crazy. So you know what we're doing today to just round up the month of September? We're gossiping about Amberlynn Reid again. Because our girl is going to Wisconsin, or has gone to Wisconsin, may still be in Wisconsin. And as someone who is born and raised, spent the first 22 years of her life in the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, which is basically honorary Wisconsin, I felt like it was my duty to lend my thoughts and feelings on this whole saga. Even though Wisconsin is like a very small character in this whole thing, but I don't care. I took it as my excuse. I'm also going to be getting ready because I'm going to a thing after I'm done filming this. And I'm going to be doing the makeup look that I did in my last reaction video because I got a lot more compliments and praise on it, requests for a tutorial on it than I anticipated. So that's what we're going to be doing today. And I have my hair in curlers because this is just what I do. But yeah, we are going to be gossiping, doing our makeup, talking shit. It's gonna be great. So let's just get into it. But before we get into today's video, I want to thank today's video sponsor, Surfshark. Now, using a VPN is like wearing pants, right? All the important stuff stays private when you step foot outside. VPN, a virtual private network, for those of you who don't know, covers your whole online activity. So once your device connects to the internet, all the information is encrypted, meaning it's blurred out kind of in a way. And so that way your online information like passwords, account information, all that kind of stuff is hidden from all of the snoopers and the trackers that are out there lurking on the interwebs. Surfshark develops human privacy and security solutions to safeguard your data and privacy online. And it also blocks ads and malware that get in your way and much, much more. Surfshark will help protect you from public Wi-Fi networks because if you didn't know, when you enter a private or a public Wi-Fi network, your stuff just gets real available to people who want to find it. And so as someone who frequently works in coffee shops and things like that, I really love having Surfshark because I know that all of my stuff is protected from anybody who may be trying to get it because I'm using public Wi-Fi. Surfshark is also unique from other VPNs because it allows you to use it on an unlimited amount of devices, and also they offer 24/7 support. They also offer other programs such as Surfshark Antivirus, which offers powerful device protection that secures everything from your webcam to your personal files, which the webcam thing is very important to me. I don't want anybody hacking into my webcam. That's creepy. I don't want that. So secure your privacy with Surfshark. Use code MEGANANNE, that's MEGANANNE, for 4 months extra at Surfshark using the link down below in my description. Again, that is code MEGANANNE, MEGANANNE, for 4 months extra when you sign up for Surfshark using the link down below in my description. Thank you so much to Surfshark for sponsoring today's video, and as always, thank you to you guys for continuing to interact with my content so that brands like Surfshark want to keep working with me, and because it honestly means the most. I will never get over it. I mean that from the bottom of my heart. And yeah, let's just get back into the video. Okay, I'm gonna start by pinning my bangs back. So this should be good. I'm working with very minimal mirrors, but that's fine. So basically, I know I just talked about Amberlynn, and I know I just did like a wildly in-depth video, complete, I'm gonna zoom in, complete with pointer finger and post-it note whiteboard, but there's just been more developments that I wanted to talk about in regards to her current confirmed her girlfriend Tommy, and how I feel like that's playing a role in her content, or should I say non-tent, because that's basically what it's been for the last couple weeks. Because so we started off on September 14th, 2024, and that's the only one I have a date for. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I'm so sorry, but that's when all this started, was like 2 weeks ago. And this was with a vlog called Shopping for Luggage and Candy Taste Test with Mama Lynn. And I am starting with Urban Decay Primer Potion because I love this and will always love this. I do my eye makeup before I do my face makeup. I'm one of those people. And then I set my primer with just like a translucent powder. I don't know if it does anything. I don't know if I need to do it, but it makes me I feel like it does something. So I just continue doing that. Yeah, so this is pretty much just like non-tent of her shopping for luggage for some undisclosed reason. I don't think she tells us she's going to Wisconsin yet. And then this video also had a taste test in it, and I feel like it's kind of worth noting here because I just feel like, I don't know, this could be me just being more aware of her doing this. Also, for this look, I used the Naked Cherry palette from Urban Decay. I like pinky nudes. I'm in my beauty guru era. I love this. I think they still make it. If they do, I love it. I use it all the time. It doesn't look like it, but I use it all the time. And I start with the shade Caution and then the shade Feels on in my crease. So I'm just gonna do that. I don't know if it's just me being like more aware of her eating content and stuff like that in her videos or what, but it just seems like it has increased so much since she started dating Tommy. Because when she was with like Erica Valentine, even though we never saw or heard about really Erica Valentine, which if you don't know any of the people I'm talking about, go watch my last recap video. I go much more in depth on it there. She made it almost like a point to not include like mukbangs or her eating in videos, which is why I think now the fact that she is doing so many more like taste tests and like eating style things in her vlogs now that she's dating her confirmed feeder girlfriend, Tommy, I think it's very interesting personally. So I just wanted to point that out here because it is just kind of like a more regular thing in her videos from now. I don't know if maybe I'm just more sensitive to it and maybe it hasn't changed that much, but it really feels like it has. And yeah. Then there was another vlog called I'm Traveling and My Thoughts on Nikocado Avocado. And this was her again, just like buying more shit to travel. And then like she says, giving her thoughts on Nikocado Avocado, which this was something that I didn't bring up in my Nikocado Avocado video, but I forgot to mention in my list of all the reasons of why he's still a horrible person regardless of what he's doing now or what he pulled off on the internet. He like very heavily alluded and accused Amber a lot of faking her ovarian cancer, which like I think no matter how much you dislike Amberlynn, I think pretty much everybody agreed that she had cancer, that she was not lying about having cancer. And it was like pretty fucked up to be like, I think she's lying about this. And like he would also just repeatedly like mock her in videos and stuff like that when like he was trying to collab with her earlier in like 2019, and she talks about this. And yeah, and so I forgot to mention that in my Nikocado video, but it is something that he did. She gives her feelings on Nikocado, whatever, but then she looks at the inside of her suitcase for the first time that she bought in the previous vlog where she was looking at suitcases, and I watched Zachary Michael's coverage of like all these videos because their coverage, like, I'm not gonna watch Amberlynn videos raw. I'm just not gonna do that. And so the whole time me and Zach, we were on the same page. Like we were both thinking, oh, she like didn't look to see the inside of this in terms of like how you can organize your stuff and everything like that. And then she goes, oh, it's just black and like it has some wording on it and like it, but I think that's just the brand name. And me and them both had this like realization at the same time, being like, oh, she just cared about what it looked like on the inside, not how she could organize for packing on the inside. I just thought that was funny. This video was very much just non-tent, very much her just posting for the sake of posting and like worrying about being like the time requirement to get monetized. Like that's what all of this content has been, just as a preface. Going in again with the same palette with the shade Turn On. and it's like a shimmery mid-tone champagne color-ish, and I just have it on my finger and I'm putting it on my eyelids. And she posts another vlog called Pack With Me, Amazon Haul, and Evacuated My Apartment. So this is just her packing and buying more shit from Amazon for packing for her trip to Wisconsin, and I think by this point she has confirmed that she is going to Wisconsin. And I just want to say, like, her packing for this trip reminds me so much of like when I was 13 and like thought I was fabulous, and like my parents were taking me to like Chicago or something, and like I felt like I needed to pack something for every single possible scenario, and I needed to be fabulous, and I needed to pack my entire life with me and like have very specific things to pack in. Like, she's treating packing for this trip to Wisconsin like I treated, honestly, my trip to London in college where I was going for 3 months. So that again is the gist of that. All these vlogs are like maybe 10 minutes long. Maybe. And then, so now I'm going in with Ambitious, which is right next to Turn On, which is like a reddy coppery color. I'm just putting that on the outer lid. I go over with Bang Bang, which is like a shimmery pink, on my finger and put it kind of like in the center. Okay, so then after this, we got another vlog called Mama Lynn Called Me a Liar, where I'm traveling and how I'm getting there. And before this video came out, there were some off YouTube developments which involved, wait for it, Alexis. And so if you don't remember who Alexis is, Alexis was Amberlynn's long distance best friend who, again, much like her feeder girlfriend Tommy, she had not met in real life, but they like talked all the time. They met on the internet, blah, blah, blah. Most of the drama surrounding all of this that I covered in my last video on all of this was revolving around Alexis making some wild accusations towards Amberlynn, towards Tommy, towards like everybody on her own, on TikTok and on her own YouTube channel. Amberlynn was posting in Wisconsin. So by this point, even though she's posting videos of her in Oklahoma, she was in Wisconsin at this point. She was posting photos of her and Alexis, and then her, Alexis, and Tommy together. But like, now they're friends again, and Alexis posted a TikTok like with Amberlynn, and people were calling her out, being like, bro, like, you said Amberlynn treated you like shit, like she prioritized her partners over you, which obviously, like, the only reason she's in Wisconsin when Alexis has lived in Wisconsin this whole time too is to meet her is to go see her girlfriend. So she's kind of doing it again. And people were calling her out in her comments on TikTok, and she was basically just like, whatever. Like, that's all she said. So there's that. We have confirmation Amber is in Wisconsin at this point, even though she's posting videos of her in Oklahoma still, so this is pre-recorded content, and that her and Alexis are most likely friends again. And this is probably super nitpicky, but she opened up this video talking about how she watched the VMAs and how she loved like Chappell Roan's performance and how she loved Katy Perry's performance. And this, to me, seeing as Amberlynn is a lesbian, came off very strange, because I didn't watch the VMAs in full, but I watched a lot of the clips of the VMAs, and Katy Perry and Doechie's performance was very obviously like cosplaying lesbianism in a song about being attractive to men. And that, to me, I did not love as a queer woman, because like performative lesbianism is already an issue, performative lesbianism for the male gaze is already an issue, and a lot of the reason why sometimes lesbians aren't taken seriously, like they're just doing it for attention or whatever, and I really don't think we needed that perpetuated more, and I thought maybe Amberlynn, whatever, maybe Amberlynn would be more aware of that, but I guess not, because she loved it. But this whole video is her just, again, packing, getting ready to go to Wisconsin. In this video, she washes her safety blankets, right? Time out for a second. I'm moving on from my eyes for a second, and I'm gonna go do my face now. And so I go in with the e.l.f. Liquid Poreless Putty Primer, and this is the one in the tube, because the one in the pot, it just, I don't know, I don't like it as much, so I use this. And I put most of my face makeup on with my fingers. So, because it's literally my skin on my skin. If I was doing it on somebody else, I would very obviously use a utensil of some kind. But so this video, she washes her like safety blankets. She shows like all the shit she's bringing with her, right? Don't get me wrong. I can be a high maintenance girly too. I get it. Especially when I'm packing and traveling. Like, I give her shit for how much she's taking, but like I bring like 20 pairs of underwear. Like I pack a lot too when I'm going places. But like she's bringing a lot, like a lot, and has purchased like a whole new fan for some reason when she has like a perfectly fine working fan. And I think it was at this point that myself and a lot of other people who were watching were like, is she moving in with this girl? Is she moving in with Tommy? But at this point, we also did not know where the animals were going, like what was happening with the animals. And that was like the one hang up that everybody had, was like, what's going on with the animals? I'm gonna go in with my Fenty Beauty foundation. This is the Soft Matte Longwear foundation. Rub it in. I feel like it melts in really well with my fingers, so that's why I use my fingers for this. But in this video, she mentions, and in multiple times, like over the course of the last videos, she mentions how she vapes. Like she smokes a vape. Like a nicotine vape. And I'm like, girl, in your condition, that is one thing that you absolutely should not be doing. Like, the last thing you need is nicotine, okay? Like, the last thing you need is that kind of an addiction. I know she's talked about it before, but for some reason it's just like always so jarring to me when she brings it up, because I'm like, oh yeah, she does that. It's kind of the same view I have of her drinking as well. Like, I don't know, I used to drink a lot. I've talked about this before. I used to drink a lot too, like before I lost weight and like learned about health and weight and all of that. But I was in college also, and so like that's just what we did. But as soon as I started the process to have bariatric surgery, like I stopped drinking. And to be honest, like I still don't drink a lot. Like I'll go out and have fun and like drink. Like if you saw my photos from the Creed concert that I went to on my birthday, your girl was drinking, okay? She's shown herself drinking a lot. I know Tommy smokes cigarettes. So I doubt that there will be any motivation to stop the vaping, at any time. And yeah, but for some reason it just catches me so off guard, like when she vapes or when she mentions her vaping in videos, because she is like over 500 pounds. Like I just don't think that is another substance that we need to be adding to our list of substance issues, you know? So now I'm going in first with the Urban Decay Stay Naked Correcting Concealer, and I'm putting that underneath my eyeballs, just right here. Sponge. These are the Paw Paw sponges from Amazon. You can get them in a pack of 10 for $10. I use them dry, but they also work fine wet. I just prefer them dry for some reason. Yeah, and I'm just gonna blend that out. But now, so after this one, where we talk about vapes and all that, at the vlog called My 19-Hour Road Trip to Wisconsin. And I think Tommy had confirmed on like Threads or something like that Amber was traveling via car, which I can take or leave that for just her, to be honest. Like, if it's more comfortable for her at her size to travel via car, then like that's her prerogative. But I'm also like, I think it's only like maybe a 2-3 hour flight from Oklahoma to where she was going. And so it's like, I would much rather be in pain for 12 hours or for 2 hours, 2-3 hours than 19. But our questions as to why she was choosing her going by car were answered in this vlog also, because not only is her mom driving her the 19 hours, and her mom's like fiance boyfriend person tagging along for the trek, Amberlynn is going on this 19-hour drive with her animals. She's bringing her animals to Wisconsin. This was kind of like what sealed the moving in conspiracy theory for a lot of people, because like, why on earth else would she bring her animals, especially her cats, on a 19-hour car ride. And this was where I was like, okay, I might have to talk about this because this is pissing me off. Like, if she's not moving there, like, this is weird. First of all, she packed up her cats in the same carrier that she moved to Oklahoma in, which is a carrier where, like, also their food, water, and litter box is in there with them. And to me, this is, like, their litter box is, like, way too close to their food and water, and to the cats for 19 hours, just for my comfort. I have 4 cats, okay? I have 4 cats. They are my children. I have made a very similar drive like this with my dad when I moved to Denver from Michigan, from the UP. We went through a lot of the same states that Amber did in this trip. And I had 1 cat. And that was like, I felt horrible. We let her kind of like crawl around in the cabin every once in a while because we felt like she was getting antsy. I don't know, but we watched her like a hawk, and we were in a U-Haul, so the cabin was like super small. Twinkie is on a bed on the floor, which is alarming also. But like, why would you bring cats on a 19-hour road trip that is a temporary trip? It is not, if they're not moving in together. So I don't know. Oh, I'm using the Rare Beauty blush in Truth. I don't know how old her cats are, but like the older cats get, the more like harmful it is to their health to switch environments. And so like I had a cat named Gizmo before I moved to Denver, and he wound up passing before I moved to Denver. But like, he was my best friend. And so like, I knew I was going to be moving after I graduated college, and I did not know what I was going to do with him because he was older. Like, he was like, I think when he passed, he was like 12 or 13. And so like, I didn't know what I was going to do with him. Like, he was my best friend. I didn't want to leave him. I knew he'd be fine at home with my parents, but like, I didn't want to leave him because he was my buddy. Like, I have him tattooed on me and everything. Luckily, Polly, when I moved here, was like less than a year old. She adapted really quickly. But like, I'm pretty sure Amber's cats are like middle-aged, if not nearing like senior age for cats. And so like, even just bringing them on this temporary trip could be very jarring for them to change environments. And like, that concerns me so much. And it just shows how bad of a pet parent Amberlynn is, which I know I've covered in so many other, I've talked about in so many other videos, but like, she should not have done this if she didn't plan on moving in with Tommy. I was like, what? We're bringing our cats. And then also on top of that, it's like, okay, yes, maybe flying wouldn't have been as comfortable for you or whatever. You would have had to buy 2 seats and it would have been expensive. And then also having to bring your animals would have been expensive as well. But like, subjecting them to a 2-hour flight and some stress of an airport compared to a 19-hour cross-country road trip got me heated. Anyways, they made it, so that is what it is, I guess. But I just, like, as a pet parent who, like, takes the well-being of my cats very, very seriously, they have insurance, like, this just, and who has had cats, like, my entire life, and maybe some of the things I've done in the past have not been ideal, but, like, I'm always learning, but, like, this was, like, astonishing to me. Also, I just went in with some concealer over the blush to, like, brighten up my under eyes again, because sometimes it goes, like, underneath my eyes. But this was, like I said, kind of like, okay, maybe they are moving in together, and so this was, like, one of the hints that that might be the case. I'm just going in with some translucent powder here and setting this. But throughout this also, she just jokingly, but also, like, not so jokingly, throws shade at her mom for drinking 3 caffeinated beverages on this 19-hour car ride in which her mom is doing all of the driving. Like, just shut up. I'm sorry. I'm waiting for my period to start, so I'm also kind of bitchy right now, but, like, just shut up. Like, appreciate your mom for giving you her time to do this. Like, you should pay her for this also. Overall, this vlog was just, like, a lot of food stops, a lot of eating clips, a lot of, and that was, like, pretty much it. And also just outraging her audience by saying that she's taking her animals on a 19-hour joyride to Wisconsin. So after all of the shenanigans, she ends the vlog saying she's in Wisconsin. She is safe, sound, showered, and loved. And now that we're there, I'm going in with the NYX Buttermelt Blush. I love these. These are really nice. For the Butter. And it's like a mauve color. It's very similar to the liquid blush I put on. I cover up kind of a lot of it when I go back in with the concealer. So I just put a little bit on. That looks insane on camera, but I promise it's not that insane in person. At least I don't think it is. Maybe it is. I don't know. I like a lot of blush, so it's fine if it is. She's in Wisconsin. That's great. She made it to Wisconsin with her animals after 19 hours. And then we get a vlog that is called First Few Days in Wisconsin with my girlfriend, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. And before we get into that, I'm going in with this Fenty Beauty Shady Biz bronzer. And I'm just going to put some of that over my blush, which normally I do this before I put blush on, but I forgot because I'm yapping away. So, before this vlog came out, there were some other social media happenings off of YouTube. There was a Q&A on Instagram where she confirmed she was friends with Alexis. Someone asked her what her favorite form of exercise was, and she replied with a winky face emoji, which was Amberlynn's way of once again, as always, letting us know that she does indeed have sex with her girlfriend. And she says that her pets did fine on the trip. This is the e.l.f. Halo Glow Beauty Wand Highlight in champagne. She has sex with her girlfriend. Her pets apparently did fine on the trip. She answered another question saying that her mom did not stay in Wisconsin, which was also confusing if she didn't plan on staying there indefinitely, unless like Tommy is driving her back to Oklahoma. I don't know. And it was also found out that Alexis deleted all of her videos from her YouTube channel. So they are friends again. Amberlynn had also been posting just a lot of like cringy, lovey-dovey stuff on Instagram with Tommy. Before I go into that, I'm going in with the Sephora Instabrow Waxy Brow Pencil, which I did not mean to buy this one. I thought I was buying a different one from Sephora brand. Their like normal eyebrow pencil is great, and it's like $11 and it lasts forever. I don't really love this, but I bought it, and so I'm gonna use it. Yeah, normally I would not like make fun of this kind of content from couples, because like I am a lover girl. I love love. Okay, like I love love. I love being in love. I love new love. I love all of it. I love seeing other people in love. Just makes me happy when people find their people, you know? These two have known each other for maybe like 3 months. And they're saying like they are madly in love with each other and like all of this stuff, and they're acting like they're so, oh my god, I cannot do this and talk at the same time. Let me do this and I will report back. Let me finish my eyebrows because I cannot do this and talk at the same time. Holy crap. I still feel like they look insane, but I think this is about as good as it's gonna get. All right, that's fine. Okay, I did this. Okay, they're talking about each other as if they're like madly in love with each other when they've like known each other for 3 months, most of that being on the internet, mind you, or like FaceTime. Like it's nothing crazy. They only just met in person like a couple months ago. Which I'm not saying that's not possible, but just given Amberlynn's track record, I don't know if I buy it. Given Amberlynn's track record, I just feel like it's more lust and infatuation and codependency than it is like budding love, but that's just my opinion. This vlog of her in Wisconsin is literally just like clips mishmashed together from like her first few days there. The very first clip of her in Wisconsin with her girlfriend after traveling 9 hours is Tommy filming Amberlynn eating. I'm going in with Hotspot from the Naked Cherry palette, by the way, in my inner corner and my eyebrow highlight. Is Tommy filming Amberlynn eating a fruit roll-up that had been frozen with vanilla ice cream in the middle of it. And like kind of narrating the whole thing.
What is this again?
Fruit roll-up with vanilla ice cream.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Why is it crunchy?
It freezes it.
Which just gave me vibes, you know? A wild clip to open up with your trip visiting your confirmed feeder girlfriend in her home. But yeah, wild. And I saw that and I was just like, I need to talk about this. And so we are here. As far as I know, and like I said, I'm from the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, basically honorary Wisconsin. This is not some like Midwestern delicacy snack that I'm aware of. But if any like Wisconsinites who are watching want to correct me on that, feel free, because I was like, honestly, and Zach said this too, and I was like on it, and I was already thinking it, I was like, this is like stoner food. Like if I'm a little baloneyed, like catch me eating this kind of shit. Like that's great. As far as I know, Amberlynn was not. So the rest of the vlog, they're just doing like air dry clay pottery, and like going to TJ Maxx and other various places that definitely exist in Oklahoma, and then cashing in Amberlynn's change and I think Tommy's change at Walmart. The whole time they're doing this, Tommy has a truck and she had to get a like metal step stool for Amberlynn to take places to help her get into the truck, which like I can understand because some pickup trucks are like very high off the ground, but like yeah. She shows off that she has her own bathroom at Tommy's house. And just like in the cringy Instagram posts that Amberlynn has been posting, they are drinking a lot. Again, which with the smoking and Amberlynn's size, I just don't understand. And they go to like another Dave & Buster's-esque establishment. Before we get into the next thing, I'm going to take Bing, which is like a purpley color, that on my under eye here. My lower lash line, I believe is what the kids call it. They're drinking a lot, which with the nicotine use and stuff and Amberlynn's condition is just, again, very jarring to me. I don't know. Like, I'm all for having fun, but I just feel like when you are above 500 pounds, there are certain things that, like, you just shouldn't be adding into the mix, you know? And I feel like alcohol, a lot of it, and nicotine are two of those things. But then we see that there are other animals in Tommy's household, okay? So not only did these cats specifically, and I'm not saying Twinkie had an easy time either. I'm not as experienced of a dog owner as I am a cat owner. So not only did she put her cats through a 19-hour car ride for what we know as of right now, depending, and this is supposed to go up on Saturday the 28th, might go up on the 30th, I don't know. We may have more developments since then, but that's just where I'm at right now. She put them through a 19-hour car ride to temporarily go see her girlfriend, and then made them change their environment, which is already stressful for cats, especially when they're not super young. And then there are other animals there too that they have to get to know. Other cats there that they have to get to know. And this whole thing is just insane to me. Like, I cannot fathom doing this to any of my cats. And then this ends with the two of them laughing like 13-year-olds in bed, as if they had just participated in some nefarious activities, because again, Amberlynn does have sex with her girlfriend, and she needs us to know that. And then it just cuts, and then it ends, and that's it. So before we get into my final thoughts on all of this, I'm going to do my eyeliner, which I think was kind of honestly like the star of the show for a lot of people, which was so funny because the way that I did it in that clip or that video was because I fucked it up so bad. So yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm just going in with a black eyeliner. Use whichever one you use. Normally, I have the Pat McGrath one that I got in like a gift set, and unfortunately it is really nice, but also unfortunately it is really expensive. And the edges of this do not have to be perfect because, again, the reason I did it the way I did it in that video is because I fucked it up, so I'll tell you why in a second. Okay, so that's done. It's fine. Not perfect, but it's fine. Because then what I wound up doing, because I messed it up so bad, is because I went in with, the Fenty Beauty liquid eyeliner in Boozy Bronze. It's just like a bronze liquid eyeliner. And so I like went on the top of everything and kind of just like lined that. And I wasn't super precise about it. I just kind of like bloop, bloop, bloop. and then went under the line, or went under the wing as well. And then I took it like in the inner corner and kind of covered up the black on the inner corner as well. And that's what I did. And honestly, I don't know if it looks as good as in person as it did on camera, but that's what I did. And so that's what I'm showing you. I think I put false eyelashes on for that video. I'm not doing that today just because I don't feel like it. Okay, great, beautiful, amazing. Actually, I'll just finish my lips and then, yeah. Liner, this is the Makeup Forever pencil in Wherever Walnut. All these lip products that I'm using are all in a kit from Sephora called It's Giving Lip, and I think it is a great deal if you want to try out some good, like, nudie lip colors. Then I'm going in with the Kosas lipstick from that lip kit from Sephora, which, again, really recommend. I think it's like $40 some, but you get, like, quite a few full size, if not very close to full size products, and they all work really well together, which I think is the point. Beautiful, the real star of the show, and this is honestly just what I travel with when I do my lips with this trio. It is the Tarte Maracuja Juicy Lip Plump in Rosy Mauve, and it plumps your lips without setting them on fire, which I appreciate. Like, there is like a mentholy sensation, but it's not like painful like some can be. But this is what I did in that video. Yeah. So let's get into some of my final thoughts on all of this, because as much as I loved like Amberlynn romanticizing going to Wisconsin, as someone from like very small town Midwest has been to Wisconsin many times in my life, I do feel like there's a lot more to unpack here. So let's just talk about it for a second. First off, I don't know if Amberlynn is moving in with Tommy or not, because now she's, sorry, I'm going to be fiddling with my bangs probably for the rest of this video, because she has been posting, and her and Tommy have kind of been co-posting as if she has left. So I don't know what's going on there. But like, if she's not, super shitty thing to do to her animals. And again, I think this is just like such solid evidence of how selfish of a pet owner Amberlynn is, on top of everything else that we know about her lore with her pets. And then also, if she is moving in with Tommy right now, super shitty thing to do to herself. And like, I am genuinely really concerned about her well-being if this whole relationship continues on like the rest of her relationships has, because I don't care if Tommy and her ex did the content that they did to make just solely for financial purposes or whatever. Like, I still just buy the receipts that are out there and everything. I feel like there's more to it than that. There was more to it than that. And I am just genuinely kind of concerned for Amberlynn, because is she a big girl? Yes. Is she older than me? Yes. Can she make her own decisions? Absolutely. But does she also have, and I know I hate when she uses this as a crutch, but I'm going to use it too for now. Does she have wildly untreated mental illness that makes her latch on to people in in like a way that's kind of unnatural to quote unquote normal people? Yes. And I am afraid that she is going to move to Wisconsin, because I really don't think Tommy will move to Oklahoma, because Tommy has a whole job in Wisconsin. I think it would be really stupid and very detrimental to Amberlynn to move in with Tommy right now and to make things so serious with her right now, because he is a feeder until proven not a feeder. And I think to prove her not a feeder, I think we are going to need all of the context that they are purposefully leaving out. And it's really shitty that that's how the internet is, but that is just how the internet is. I think the increased amount of food and eating clips in her videos since starting to date Tommy is also really concerning, especially with one of her more recent videos being about her weight gain, which I know she talked about was due to cellulitis, but like also, I don't know. And like, I think leaving Oklahoma specifically, not just like moving to Wisconsin, but I think leaving where she is now, where she has family and where she has a home, for someone that she's known for like maybe 3 or 4 months is, like I said, going to be like ridiculous and probably very detrimental to her health. given what we know about this person. But again, who am I to say? Who am I to judge? I don't know. That's just my thoughts and feelings on the matter, and I just wanted to gossip about it, and I've been going for an hour and 5 minutes. Yeah, so I'm just gonna leave it there. Leave a lipstick emoji if you made it this far. And that's all I have to say about that. Thank you so much to Surfshark for sponsoring today's video. Be sure to go click the link down in my description for 4 extra months of Surfshark when you sign up using the link down in my description. And yeah, thank you to Surfshark. Thank you so much to you guys, like I always say, for continuing to interact with my content so that brands want to keep working with me and just interacting with my content in general. Like, it's just so odd. Like, it's so cool though to be able to have like a place where I can come and just yap about niche internet shit that like literally nobody else in my life cares about. It's so awesome. I love this. Yeah, thank you guys so much for being here. I love you all. We hit 85,000 subscribers the other day. Insane. Yeah, that's all I have to say. But yes, thank you so much for watching. Remember to be kind to yourself, be kind to others, drink your water, take your meds if you need them, and I will see you in the next one. Okay, bye.